And the gifts just keep on coming, Steven. Welcome back to We Watch Movie. I am Mike. Thanks for spending a moment of your day with me today. Another new Halloween Ends TV spot has come out. I know you're like, hey, stop talking about Halloweens. I will when they stop coming up with more fucking news about it, my friends. It's a great time to be alive. Horror's doing amazing. Halloween Ends is just a month away. And today we got a brand new TV spot. Very excited about it. There's a ton of new footage in this. Is that a good thing? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's a bad thing. But it's still not too much, all right? We're not broaching Halloween Kills territory where like a shitload of the deaths are shown in the trailer. But there are definite new hints to what's going on here in this little 30-second TV shot. There's like 10 to 12 brand new images or little tiny moments that make your day. And you know, tiny things can make people's day too. Remember that for those who need to hear it. Not me. I don't need to hear that.
Here comes that white-faced fucker, an asshole like no other. He's a big old piece of shit. Wants to stab your sister's tits cause he's a white-faced fucker. Loomis can't recover. Dr. Challenge drunk again, sleeping with your sister's friends.
Do you want to know about the darkness?
I said, goddamn.
Goddamn you, faggot!
Before we get started, how are you guys doing today? Let me know down in the comments down below because I like to know who I'm looking at. The first shot we get is pumpkin-y as fuck, Jim. I love it, man. One thing I've always said about these movies, these last 3 movies that are coming out at least, they have nailed the Halloween atmosphere. It's like a Halloween at night atmosphere. You guys remember Nick at Night, by the way? That shit ruled. I'm on my second cup of coffee. The way that they've done the atmosphere of Haddonfield in David Gordon Green's trilogy, I think has been something to admire. One of the best parts of Halloween 4 was definitely the Halloween atmosphere. Love it. That glow-in-the-dark skeleton is not a thing I knew existed, and I'm going to go on Amazon as soon as we're done with this to buy the hell out of that. You got the Noah Scape. Get it? Noah Scape. B-U-N-T. Bunt. Got any more brain busters? What movie is that from? Comment down below. Next, we have a new shot of Andy, which I absolutely love. I love seeing more Andy in the movie. I hope we get a lot of her in this movie, but she's definitely looking a little bit more dark, you know? What did we just hear from the Total Film magazine was that Laurie Strode was doing better. She was doing the work. She was getting better. And that Allison was doing some of the work, but she's not quite all the way there yet. She's still struggling with a lot of stuff. And it's like, yeah, the white-faced fucker just killed both your parents, so I get it. Sorry, Laurie, we can't all just write him a more and move on past our dead parents. But she's definitely looking a little bit darker here. You see her come across this shot where she plays the piano, and she's got even still the black fingernails or whatever. She's definitely going through a little goth phase. And if I could give her any advice, it would be, you've got this. I didn't plan to do that pun when I grabbed this coffee cup this morning, but it's your time to shine, motherfucker. But she's looking around this room in this house. There's the piano there. I don't know if this was Michael's house. I remember a rumor way back when we started the Halloween Ends updates for this that Laurie was going to bulldoze Michael's house. How cool would it be if that's true and, well, depending on how you feel about Michael's house getting bulldozed. And I know what some people are going to say, like, oh my god, you can't bulldoze Michael's house. That's a fucking institution. And I say this, look, it's the last movie in this storyline, so you're not going to see this version of the house again anyway. Take it down, big man. I don't give a shit. There are no rules in this movie. This ties into that, I think, maybe, possibly, if that's the truth. Could you imagine if Laurie, as part of her healing process for her trauma, she buys Michael Myers' house, has it bulldozed, and this is right before she buys it. They go inside to have this therapeutic, cathartic moment. She's walking around through the house, and this is right before they're about to bulldoze it. Now, that's just a theory that I have. I think that would be pretty rad. This shot could be anything. I could be wrong. Fuck you. Fuck me. Let's all have sex in the hay. Now, in this next shot, once again, dripping with Halloween atmosphere, this is one of the shots we looked at in the live stream last night that was on the back of the score, the soundtrack. Not sure if these two scenes are correlated, if she's waiting for Allison inside or what's going on here. But either way, the coolest thing about this TV spot, which I felt like this TV spot and the last TV spot with the, they're gonna get you, it's gonna get you, and like the dripping atmosphere that they had, the slower, kind of creepier feeling they had, whereas the first trailer, as we said, is more like a celebrity death match, the final fight, you know? I feel like they nailed it with these 2 past TV spots that we've seen. And this spot, this shot specifically, is very old school Halloween Michael Myers stalking, disappearing in the night. The way that he's here while she's standing next to that truck. And by the way, whatever her book deal is, it didn't pay enough, because I drove one of those model Ford Rangers, and they're pieces of shit. I mean, they are old as fuck. Lori is not doing that great financially, which, no judgment. I mean, mannequins are expensive. And you see how many fucking mannequins she had in her backyard of the house that she set on fire? I mean, you might be doing better, but your fucking bank account's not. I don't think they have a clause in your insurance for I set my house on fire because there was a fucking supernatural serial killer inside of it. By the way, I just thought of the greatest Flow progressive commercial of all time. But anyways, yeah, he's in the shot. He disappears. Old school Michael Myers vibes. I fucking love the shit out of it. And then soon enough, we get Corey running around through the caves again. And something I noticed when Michael's hand pops out, Corey is already bloody. So he's on the run from someone. I don't know if it's bullies, as we've heard rumors about it, if it's the townspeople, because we heard rumors about him being blamed for killing this kid. What's going on there? But he's already bloody, or maybe the battle started earlier and then Michael's just sneaking up on him again. Be like, ha! You thought you could turn your back on me, eh? But we also get this badass shot. Last time we got the hand popping out. This time we get this creepy as fuck, dark, sinister ass shot of Michael's face while he's grabbing Corey's face. Just the whole vibe of it, everything, man. Just from the cobwebs to Michael in the darkness and that sword just grabbing his fucking face. Scary as shit. Like, give me the fucking money, Lebowski. I love this shot, man. I'm loving this TV spot so far, too, as we go through it. Now we get Lori sitting outside doing some investigative journalist work. She's outside of the radio station that we've seen. Haven't heard about the radio tower in a long time. I don't know if that's on purpose, if Dave Gordon Green was like, fuck, I forgot how crazy these Halloween fans were, and then that was going to start all these theories. I'm going to shut the fuck up about it for a while. Who knows? But we saw this radio station in some of the behind-the-scenes release photos. It's definitely got something to do with the whole overreaching arc of the whole thing. And then you think back to Figaro in the Smith's Grove in 2018, where they're standing outside and everybody's like, Figaro! And then you remember the classical music playing when Tivoli stole the car. And then you hear about the radio tower, and now you're seeing the radio station, and you'll see more of it here in just a second. It has some sort of tie-in. Now, maybe it's just one of those situations where you hear the DJ on the radio is kind of like painting a picture for the audience, catching us up to speed on where Haddonfield is, or he's talking about events, or he's talking about bringing Halloween back, or whatever the fuck it is that's going on there. That could be it. But for some reason, Lori's hanging outside the radio station doing her investigative journalist work. We see this random shot of someone blowtorching. And I mean, I'm cool with it, but what the fuck's happening right now? Like, is she building weapons? Now, this wouldn't make sense if she's moved past all this and all this shit. It doesn't make sense that she's in a better place now. She's building weaponry. We don't see who's using it. We don't see what's happening there, so I don't know. But she did have a line in the trailer during this specific moment where she's talking to Allison, and doesn't sound like a person who's healing very much. She's telling Allison, she says, maybe the only way he can die is if I die too. And she's not having it at all. She looks like my wife when I'm trying to explain to her that I can't go grocery shopping because I'm on my 11th straight hour of NFL football watching. But the whole maybe the only way he can die is if I die too, I think she's being very fucking assumptuous that Michael even knows or remembers really who she is, because they've mentioned this to her several times in this trilogy now. They're like, he doesn't know who you are. He's not going to see this, bro. The whole thing about Sartain dropping him off at the house, he just happened to be at her house by happenstance. Them telling her in Halloween Kills that he wasn't there for her, that he wasn't coming after her. And I don't know how that's going to play out. Maybe it turns out Michael does remember her. Maybe he just remembers her from fucking him up in 2018 and taking away a couple of his digits. But it's very interesting to me, this theme of she really thinks that she matters to him. And maybe she doesn't matter to him. And maybe that comes out to play here. Who knows? But her saying maybe the only way he can die is if I die too kind of ties into how much she thinks, at least in her mind, she has to do with Michael. Then we get, going back to the radio station, this is the first time they've really spoiled, well, it's not the first time they showed us deaths. We've seen it before. This is one of the first times they've a little bit sort of semi-spoiled what's about to be for sure a kill with Halloween Ends. The radio station person, whoever that is, it kind of looks like Michael's asking for something else in this shot, but he's like, I told you to stop playing fucking Nickelback. I called and requested Sandman 3 times, and you haven't played it once. We're gonna see Michael killing a DJ in a radio booth, which is gonna be fucking fascinating. I can't wait to see that shit go down. And then we got another scene here of the kitchen fight, which is crazy. Now this is starting to make me believe that maybe those weren't all set up photos and maybe this fight actually happens, because there's a lot of action Jackson that happens in this fucking scene. Michael sneaking around, and we're really reiterating the Laurie's his boogeyman now type thing, because he's walking up to the door all slow. And in the trailer, he's like, oh, let me maybe open this door. I'm not sure. Then biggity fucking bam! Laurie comes out, and I managed to capture this fucking face. That's the last thing you want. That's the last look you want to see on your mom's face when you get home from school or when you smart off to her. She has fucking had it with your shit. You better go clean your room. Laurie is pissed. Seeing this shot here, which I don't know why it looks like this was filmed in a potato. It's just the quality of the video that I took this from. It just so happened to work out that way. But she hits him with the fire extinguisher, knocks the knife out of his hand is what's happening in this shot. And she really fucks him up a lot here. Now he gets, here's a big question I have, by the way. Why is there something being microwaved in the fucking microwave right now? The light's on. There's either a Jason Bourne type bomb that Laurie's built, or it'd be funnier if Michael did it. Or Michael was just trying to have a hot pocket while nobody was looking and then heard Laurie at the door. But it's so weird to me that the microwave is on. But anyways, he throws her across the table as we saw before. And then ultimately the last shot of the trailer is Laurie sitting on top of Michael. And you know what? I'm just saying, these fights are very sexually suggestive. It's the most confusing boner I've ever had in my life. But she is on top of him. And oh my God, help, I'm stuck to the table. It's like one of those Pornhub videos. Help, I'm stuck to the table. I need you to fuck me out of it. But he is definitely either knocked out, pinned down, something. He's laying there and he's taking it. And this is probably the most spoilery shot I've seen from any of the trailers. I really, really hope that this is not, and surely to God it's not, right? Right? Surely to God it's not, but you gotta think this isn't the final shot of the fight. This isn't her winning the fight. It can't be. They wouldn't do that to us, right? Right? Please, God, Dimitri, why you do this to me? But yeah, Michael's about to be inserted with that knife, and she throws down hard on it too. But yeah, dude, this TV spot was awesome. Again, maybe one supremely spoilery moment, but I'm gonna choose to believe, with positive nature and positive forces in my life, I'm going to choose to believe that that is not an ending shot. Other than that, amazing TV spot, great vibe, great mood. Love the Halloween atmosphere. I mean, it's fucking caked in fall. And I'm loving the shit out of that. And I don't want to see a single person in the comments down below talking about height or fingers or is it Corey or is that Michael? You know what? You just enjoy your fucking fish sticks. And we'll find out in October. I'm kidding. Do whatever the hell you guys want to. I'm overdoing that myself. I'm just having a fun time watching all this stuff in 1 month, you motherfuckers. We are 1 month away. I'm so goddamn excited. I can't take it in my crotchal regions. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please click the subscribe button, like, share the video, all that good stuff. Let's get naked, rub Cheese Whiz all over our bodies, go to the fair, eat a corn dog, get home, watch some sports, get a foot rub, and play some goddamn fantasy football. That is what I hope happens to you, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. I've had too much fucking coffee. And, you know, evil dies tonight.
What are you gonna do on October 31st?
What are you gonna do on October 31st?
Here comes that white-faced fucker, an asshole like no other. He's a big old piece of shit. Wants to stab your sister's tits cause he's a white-faced fucker. Loomis can't recover. Dr. Challenge drunk again, sleeping with your sister's friends.
Do you want to know about the darkness?
I said, God damn.
God damn you, faggot!
I said, God damn.
A lot of people don't know the darkness that goes inside their hearts.
I said, God